Aloha! In this video I'm going to show you how to do this assignment 4 where we are building an application that compares interest rates. It's problem 10.17 in your textbook, and you can enter in a loan amount that you're going to borrow and a number of years to pay it off. And what the application does is it displays out a table showing for interest rates going from 5% to 8% in increments of 0.125 percent. What your monthly payment would be to pay off the loan, and the actual total amount that you would end up paying, because you're also paying interest. Okay, and so that's the assignment, and what I do from here on out is I sort of give you an approach to how I went about doing the assignment. And the problem actually tells you to start with programming exercise 5.2.3, which I'm not sure which exercise that is, but I believe what it is it's an exercise that starts with this listing 2.8, which is a simple program that uh, computes the monthly payment and the total payment. It computes this amount and this amount, where the loan amount is input, the number of years is input, and the interest rate is input. Okay, so um, my approach is I'm going to take this code, and then I'm also going to take this code for this widgets demo here. And this widgets demo is just this dumb little program that it's got some check boxes up here. You enter in your name, and then it displays this out. So let me show you all these. Here's the program that we're going to in the end want to build, and let's say your loan amount is $10,000 for 5 years, and you click calculate, and it displays the interest rate up to from 5 to 8 and what the monthly payment would be. And we're going to start with this. This program here is this program here, where you enter. Let me put this over here. It's this one here. Okay, so you can enter an interest rate. Let's say you enter 5.25, and number of years, let's enter 5 years, and enter a loan amount. Let's enter 1,000. So it's like this example right here, 1,000, and we get, oops, let's see what happened to it. All right, I realize I need to run that program from the command line. So here I've run it. So what we can do is enter in for an interest rate, we enter in 5.25, and for a number of years we can enter in 5, and for the loan amount we can enter in 1,000. No, 10. No, 1,000. Let's do this example here. 10,000. Oops, 10,000. And we get 189.85 as our payment, and the 113.91 is the total. And so that's 189.86 and one. Yes, okay. So we're going to take this program along with this program, which is the widgets demo, and this is just kind of a dumb program which you can enter in your name, Joe Schmo, get name, and you click on that, and it pops up in the command prompt. Is that this one? Ah, here we go. See, it writes it there. So Sarah Schmo. See, it writes it there. Okay, so my approach is to start with this program here because it looks kind of like this program, and they give you this code. They give us this code, and then they also give us you know, the code for this program. And so I'm going to mash those two programs together, put a while loop to go from 5 to 8 for this percentage, and have it each time, instead of displaying out like this right here, it's going to display out in a line on this thing, on a line like this. And I'll take out this stuff at the top here, and I'll take this enter your name thing, and I'm gonna make it like this, loan amount, and throw another one of these in there, and the calculate button will be the get name. I can get rid of this, and so on. All right, so that's my approach. All right, so let's start by, oh, and so the code for the first one's here, and the code for the widgets demo is here. So I'm going to open up my favorite editor, and I'm going to create a new program here. I'm going to start by trying to get this one to work. So I'm going to copy this, copy, and I'll paste it here. Okay. And I'm going to save it on the desktop as ComputeLoan.py. Okay, and here it is, right here on the desktop. I'm going to put it over here. All right, now let's run it. Okay, so I'm going to cd, let's see, cd slash users slash me, cd, let me see, dir, cd slash desktop. I don't think this is the same desktop. It is. Oh, good. Okay, so I can go Python ComputeLoan.py, and look, there it is, 5.25, 5 years, 10,000, and we get those numbers. Okay, great. So that code works. Let's see if we can get this code here to work. So I'm going to copy this, and this is the widgets demo. Copy it all the way down to here, and I'm going to copy. And let's see, I'm going to, I guess I'll paste this on the desktop also. New, and I'll do paste. And okay, this has got, this might be a problem because of the spaces and so on. So we're going to have to maybe make some edits with that. Okay, save as, and we're on the, let's go to the desktop, and I'm going to call it widgets Python. And now I can go dir, and there's widgets, so I can go Python widgets.py, and up pops this thing. Okay, it seems to work. What happens when I go Rich Halverson? Ah, there it is. See, it clicks, goes down there. All right, great. So this works. All right. Gee, I'm worried about this because once I type something new, these are going to change to tabs. I'm not sure how to fix that with this browser. I mean, with this editor. So, well, when it comes time to fix, I'll show you how to do that. All right. So the first thing, let's see what the instructions say here. Okay, so I've gotten both these things to work, and now the execution window looks like that, and looks like that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add. Okay, so what I want to be able to do is see. You notice this the name down there. So um, when I enter in a name right now, it just writes it to the command line here, to the console. I want it to write to this thing because I want to prove to myself that we can do that. And I give you the code here. And so basically you're going to put this code, copy, and you're going to put it at the end of we're on the widgets now. We're going to put it at the end of this right here. So what happens when I press enter and press paste? Okay, so basically this prints it to the console, and I'm going to print it to the text box, to this to the text. Now this is probably not going to work, and I'll show you why. Let's save this, and let's I have to exit this. Control. Let's see, how do I exit it? Maybe if I close this. Alright, so let's run this again. And here we are. Oops. And so I'm going to say Joe Schmo, get name, and boom. It had a problem with this line. It had a problem with there's no attribute text. Okay, so the problem is I refer to text down here, and okay, so basically what I need to do is what it says here is you got to put the word self in front of all the other texts. Okay, so then it gets the scoping right. So to do that, let's go back to here. And all of the texts I got to put self dot in front. So let me see where there. It's basically this. Not these. These are attributes. But anyway, I think it's these. Let me just put the dot self in front of all these. And save this. And then try to run this again. Okay, run it again. And here we are. And now when I type Joe Schmo, it writes it out here, and it writes it out here. Okay, so I just wanted to prove to myself, now I've got this little application here where when I press on this, when I click on this button, it writes something to this text field down here. That's how I want this thing to work, because when I click on a button, click on this button, it writes something down here. Oh, look, in this one, you want to make sure you clear out. See it. It just wrote. It added to the bottom each time we do this. Anyway, so now all I have to do is see, this one doesn't work. This is the old one. So I've gotten to this point here, and now I just got to go from here to here. Okay, and so I'm going to take out some stuff. I got to change it so it says compare interest rates up here. Take out this stuff, And basically, when I click on a button here, it's got to take these two fields, and then it's got to feed it into this compute loan code and display out a line, just like we display out this line. All right, so to do that, let's start by, so I've got my WidgetsDemo.py here, and I'm going to save this. I'm going to save it as compare rates. Okay, just compare interest rates. And I can call this compare rates. Compare rates. And so I better make this say compare rates. Okay, and I'm going to take out, I'm going to say compare interest rates. And then I'm going to take out, okay, it's got frame 1 and frame 2. Frame 1 is all this checkbox, check button, radio button crap up there. It's this bold stuff. I'm going to just get rid of all that, so I'm just going to delete that. And frame 2 is going to be, it's not going to say enter your name. It's going to say loan amount. It's going to say loan amount. And it's not going to be a string variable. It's going to be a, well, let's see. I'm going to name this. I'm not going to call it name. I'm going to call it amount. Because I'm going to call this one amount. Right here, I'm going to call that amount. I'm going to call this one years. So this variable is going to be called amount. It's not going to be a string variable. It's going to be an int var. I'm going to assume that they're just going to borrow an integer amount. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm going to assume an integer amount. Int var. And is that the right thing for me to do? Let's see. What does this one look like? Float. Anyway, that's fine. I'm going to do integer variables. You can do floating point variables if you want. Alright, and so then this is going to be amount. Let's see. Entry name. This is going to be entry amount equals this amount, because it's going to come in as a text variable. And then this is going to be, I need years in here. So let me, where's a label? Label 1 is this. I need a copy paste. Label 2 can be label frame 2 text years. And this can be years. And let's see, this can be years. And this too should be years. And the button can be button, I'm going to say BT calculate. We'll say, the text will say calculate. Alright, And the label grid will be first. The entry amount will be in the second position. Yes, because that's going to be the text box. And then the third position is going to be the years label here. So this is going to be label 2. It's going to say years. And this is going to be column 3. And then the entry years is going to be column 4. And then the calculate button, BT calculate, will be column 5. Is that right? And then this message grid below that will be, no, that's this thing here, I believe. I don't think I need that. I'm not sure I need any of this. I don't think I need this. I don't think I need this. Self-text window. This will give me, this is the window below it, and I'm going to give it a height of something like 30. And pack, and then I don't need this insert. The best way to do this but what I would like it to say is this: interest rate, monthly payment, total payment. So to do that, I'm going to have this be, I'm going to use the format function and say format interest rate, quote, comma, and it's going to be up to 20 characters and left justified. So that's format that. And then I'm going to want the same thing to saying monthly payment, and the same thing saying total payment, and then a line feed. Oops. And so this is going to say total payment, and this is going to say monthly payment. All right. Okay, that looks pretty good for that. And I'm not going to need these two buttons anymore. And let's see. This should say, oh, this prints it out. Okay. I don't think I'm going to need that. I'm not going to need either of those. Well, I'm just going to leave that. All right. I'm going to see what this looks like. Save it. And let me go here. And let me end this. And say Python compare rates.py, and this thing pops up. Okay, so this doesn't do anything yet. In fact, it displays out an error here because there's no attribute name. All right. Let's see, where are we? Okay, so we have we created that. Okay, now inside the process button event handler, the loan amount and number of years is used to calculate a monthly and total payment for the interest rates defined by the while loop. Okay, so basically I think I think I just give you the code. So I think this is the code. I'm going to copy this code, and this goes after the process button method, which is right here. So I'm going to put this, I'm going to do a paste. And what does this look like? I've got to pay attention to spaces. These are spaces. And so I don't think I need this anymore. Okay, so this takes the loan amount from self amount, that's up here. That's going to be this, let's see, that's, okay, so this is mine running here. It's going to take it from this number, from that text box, that's this one right here. And then the number of years it's going to get from years, that's going to be this one here, which is this one. And then this process button is going to be when this calculate button is pressed. Okay, it says calculate here, calculate there. That executes this. So it grabs the loan amount and the number of years from here, and then it has this loop where it starts out with the annual interest rate of 5. Okay, so we are actually copying, I guess we never really did use this code, but it's let's see, where's mine? Oh, it's here. Okay, so it's monthly interest rate. This code here is this code here. So monthly interest rate, loan amount plus interest rate 1 minus 1, that's this code here, over number of years, times 12, this, and then this displays it out in the same spacing that we did up here. And then we increment the interest rate by 1/8, which is 0.125. And this thing keeps looping until the interest rate reaches 8. Okay, so this might be all that it takes. Let me save this, and I'm going to run this again. And I get this, and I can put loan amount of 10,000 for 5 years, and I get, and that looks the same as the other one here. All right, so so that's what the code looks like. That's how we build it up, and you need to go through and make sure that you've covered everything that I asked for. And when you're done, you can hand it in. All right, thanks for watching.